5.6 1/3.
So she's reading 5.6. 5.6 1/3?
6.3.
6.3, and the background is 16. So what's the difference?
A lot of flare.
We're going to have some light coming back into the camera, basically. We'll see how much. 5.63, 6.3.
Yeah, 6.1.
Okay.
6.3.
Good, good, good. That's a great angle on your face. Do this for me. Turn your shoulders to me just a little bit. Nope, the other way. Sorry. And just kind of lean forward from over your waist a little bit and turn your head in just a tiny bit, but keep it tipped just a little. That's great right there. Keep that in mind. That's a real good angle on your face. So all of a sudden I've got a white background, clean, crisp, perfectly white, because I'm +2 above whatever I'm shooting at. So it's pretty simple to do. And, you know, again, there's so much that we can do if we know how to use that stupid little machine. Here's the thing about the meter. You know the meter only has one brain. With the incident dome in the out position like this, the way I choose to use the meter, it is called an illuminance meter, which means it measures light as it strikes or falls on the subject. Well, it only has one brain, and its brain is reality. No matter how much light is coming in on her face, if I take this meter reading at the light source, do what it says, she will look like she looks anywhere in the world, any time of day with any light source, period. And if there's a white wall and I take a meter reading back there of that white wall and do what the meter says, that white wall will look white. And if it is a black wall, it will look black. If I use a reflected meter or a spot meter on that white wall, it will look gray. And if I take a spot meter on that white black wall and do what it says, it will look gray. It's all it knows. The reflective meter only knows one brain, and that brain is 18% gray. But with the incident meter, it only knows one thing, and that is reality. That's the way I have to think about it. And that's the way I live now. I live with this guy because it's a reality. Okay? Okay. All right, we're squared away. Let me do 1 or 2 more of these with her. I'm pretty close to the edge there. I'm not getting any flare, but I'm close to getting flare. Interesting thing about this, if you guys, when you're trying to make your backgrounds go white, Russ, for our guy earlier, when you're trying to make your backgrounds go white, if you put too much light on the background, you've got a little bit of a problem. And that problem is that your background then becomes another secondary light source that is aimed straight at your optics, your front element of your lens. So if these were 1 stop hotter and I did the same shot, I'm going to lose contrast. Her face is going to go a little bit muddy because it's going to flatten out and it's going to coat some frosted highlight right on the front of my optic. I'm pretty close to it now, but I'm okay right there.
You want to try it?
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, let's go. We're at 4?
4.
Go ahead and go 5.
5.
And go 5, 5. And I'll just do the same picture and see if it'll work. 5, 5, same thing. She doesn't change. She hasn't moved. The exposure on her is exactly the same. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. Look at that face. She is so bored. She is so sick of being here. She is thinking about all the places she could be other than here. Listen to this knucklehead. Now look at the flare on this one. Pink. You get the difference? Can you put those side by side, Mike, if possible? Just to look at the side by side difference. All it is getting my background is now another light source. And it's bouncing back into that lens and it's killing my contrast. A good friend of mine that's a photographer in Dallas recently had a problem like this and she could not figure out what was going on with her contrast on her high keys, and we figured out what it was. You know, there's just too much light coming back into the lens. So make sure that you're white back there, but that you don't go much beyond that.